Before I begin, I want to thank everyone involved in reaching a tentative agreement at our ports on the West Coast. This deal shows collective bargaining works. When employers and workers come together to agree on a deal that works for both of them, it's good for the economy and keeping our supply chain open. Special thanks to Acting Secretary of Labor Julie Su, who used her deep experience and judgment to keep parties talking throughout the negotiations. And this is going to have a real positive impact on trade. She's shown she's a true leader, and I think she should be confirmed. I think she's up in the Senate today for hearing her confirmation hearing. And I want to thank both sides for staying at the table and reaching a deal. And special thanks to the longshore workers who worked historically through this pandemic, and it was really heroically as well. And we finally they're going to get the pay, the benefits, and the quality they deserve. Now to the purpose of our meeting today. In my State of the Union address, I outlined our fight against junk fees, to end junk fees. These hidden charges that companies sneak into your bill to make you pay more without you really knowing it initially. Junk fees are not a matter for the wealthy very much, but they're a matter for working folks like the homes I grew up in. And they can add hundreds of dollars a month and make it harder for families to pay their bills. I think it's just wrong. My administration has also taken a number of steps to crack down on junk fees by reducing overdrafts by $5.5 billion a year and bounce checks costs by another $2 billion a year. That's real money. And we're seeking to require airlines to refund money and give you additional compensation like cash or travel vouchers if your flight is canceled or delayed. These actions matter, and it's inspiring companies to change their practices. Today, I'm pleased to announce there's even more progress. One of the major categories of junk fees are ones that companies charge right at the end of the purchasing process, after you've already spent the time comparing your options. The solution is what it's called all-in pricing. And that's where companies fully disclose their fees up front when you start shopping, so you're not surprised at the end when you check out. The companies represented here today are voluntarily committing to all-in upfront pricing. Some of them have used this process for years to sell tickets, events like TickPick, Dice, and Newport Festival Foundation. Tens of millions of fans have already benefited from their decision. Others, like Airbnb, have started giving customers the option of seeing all-in prices since we called for action last year. And other businesses are committing today. Starting in September, Live Nation will automatically list all the prices up front for all tickets to events at more than 200 venues of its own, benefiting over 30 million customers. And it will give customers the option of an all-in price for all other tickets sold on its platform. The ticket seller, Seat Greek, is also set to give customers the option of seeing all-in upfront prices. And I'm pleased we're also joined by XBK, a small venue in Des Moines, Iowa, that's going to be using all upfront pricing for its 100 events a year as well. Folks, we're just the latest private sector. These are just the latest private sector leaders who are responding to my call for action, and I'm asking their competitors to follow suit and adopt an all-in upfront pricing as well. This is a win for consumers, in my view, and proof that our crackdown on junk fees has real momentum. But there's more to do to address the problem of online ticketing, to address the problems in online ticketing industry and to get junk fees across all industries. I want to thank members of Congress who are working on legislation to address these junk fees in ticketing, lodging, and other industries. This is real transparency, which leads to more competition, brings down costs for working Americans, keeps growing our economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down. And I'm going to now turn over to Lael, our director of my National Economic Council, to start our discussion. So thank you.
would you like Blinken to achieve in China, sir?
Thanks, guys.
Yes, I've spoken with him, but talk about that later. That's not what this is about.
And on the cyber attack today, sir, can you say anything about the cyber attack today for us?
No.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. President Biden, why is this waiting to file a guy? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, Press. Why did the Ukraine FBI informant file refer you as the big guy, President Biden? Why is that term continuously applied? Thanks, guys.
Why did I ask such a dumb question?